I've been hearing about MindsEye for a while, and I knew it was going to be a disaster. Who was I hearing it from? Was it Luke Smith? I think it was. He played it early, and he was like, guys, this seems like a disaster. Also, Mr. Matty Plays, I think he also played it early, and they were both just like, this is going to be a disaster, and I was like, yes, let's go! We love disasters over here. We are entertained by people absolutely destroying themselves. And it's amazing to see. You love to see it. Especially when you can call it. You can see it from a mile away, 10 miles away. I actually had people coming out defending this game before it came out. Like, how could you be trashing a game that's not even out yet, that you haven't played? Because it looks like trash, I'm sorry. What else do you want me to say? Oh, it looks like a 10 out of 10 because it fucking didn't. Oh, you're just a hater. I am a hater. You are correct.
What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the effortlessly entertaining Dr. Disaster. And based on the footage that I've seen of MindsEye, this might be just about the worst AAA game.
Oh my god. No, you're wrong, Dr. Disaster. It might be the best AAA game
Of this generation. Very deserving of this Steam review score here.
To be fair, to be honest, I would play this over Dragon Age the Veilguard any day.
In fact, if anything, the score should be lower.
You look like shit.
The reviews for this game positively brutalize it on Steam. Look at this one here, MindsEye.
Fuck, man, I want to play this game. I'm not paying $60 for this, though. I might pay $60 and then refund it immediately.
A €60 ticket to the slowest train to nowhere.
I remember when the developer of this game was like, Rockstar's trying to attack our game. People are trying to attack our game. Trying to bring it down. Culture war. Everybody buy it. This is actually going to be great. Better than GTA 6. He didn't say all that. He did say the beginning part. Rockstar is trying to attack my game, get it taken down because it's going to compete with GTA 6. I don't think that was the case.
I wasn't sure if I'd launched a game or accidentally enrolled in an interactive tech demo for unemployed robots. MindsEye wants to be grand, emotional, epic, thought-provoking. What it actually delivers is a glorified walking tour through a glitchy concrete graveyard with a sci-fi filter and the emotional depth of a microwave.
Everything you've heard about me is true.
Oh man, I can't wait to see the Angry Video Game Nerd video about this game, because I know it's coming.
You can see, the person who wrote this review got a refund on Steam even after playing damn near 4 hours of the game, which is one of the reasons people generally love the Steam platform. Steam...
Yeah, man, I played 6 hours of Oblivion Remastered, and I was like, yeah, I've seen this. Alright, I wonder if I could refund it. And Steam refunded it. Not only did they refund it, they refunded the cash. They sent it back into my bank account. Instead, not even just giving me credits. Because most places, they'll refund you, but they'll just give you credits. Nope, not Steam. They will straight up give you your money back.
Is known for taking care of its customers, but what is really bad news for the makers of this turd of a game is the fact that it looks like PlayStation is getting on the refund train as well.
No! Don't delist it, please don't delist it. This is the new Ride to Hell Retribution. Come on, man.
Holy shit! Holy fucking shit!
The thing is,
PlayStation's attacking us, everybody. Come buy our game. Show us some support.
PlayStation doesn't do this sort of thing often. In fact, as the Reddit post pictured in this tweet says,
yeah, the last time they did that was Cyberpunk, wasn't it? I remember they delisted Cyberpunk.
PlayStation support have refunded the game and said they're aware of this game's optimization and are investigating the situation.
Damn it, they're gonna remove it. They're gonna delist it like they did Cyberpunk. I just know it.
The only game they've ever said this for was Cyberpunk 2077, which was delisted for 6 months. Folks, this game, MindsEye, might be delisted. Based on what we're seeing here, this could end up being a Concord situation all over again.
Yeah, except it wasn't like directly funded by Sony, was it? Unless it was, and it was a $300 million game also. Fuck. I kind of hope it was, man. That'd be hilarious. Sony keeps taking these $300 million L's.
Where it doesn't even make it 2 weeks before getting pulled and never seen from again.
Which I don't want. I want everybody to know this game is garbage. Put it on sale for $5. And be like, this is the worst game of the year. Everybody buy it and play it and have a bad time. Make videos about it.
We are so screwed.
I wish that video game developers who end up making bad games will just come out and say that their game is terrible and they're listing it for $5. Come play it and make YouTube content out of it. I wish they would do that. I've thought about making a game and making it run perfectly, making it an actual full game, making it complete, you know, no bugs, taking all the bugs out of it, all the glitches, making it run complete, and then releasing it like that, and then I'll release a DLC that breaks everything and makes it terrible and glitchy, like a Ride to Hell Retribution kind of scenario. But it's a DLC that you could pay for that breaks your game. I think people would buy it. Could you imagine Mario 64 if they released a DLC for like $2 where it's like when you slightly pull the cartridge out of the N64 and shit gets weird and glitchy? I think that would be a really cool, fun DLC.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget to follow me over on Rumble, where I've started uploading some content as well.
Everybody keeps uploading to Rumble. Should I start uploading to Rumble again? I might soon. Not right now, maybe in the next few weeks. Start up some content on Rumble again. I'm thinking about live streaming again.
Also, please consider supporting the channel by becoming a member. I'm working on a Space Pirate cartoon, which channel members will have first access to.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm not going to become a member probably, but hey, when that comes out, I'll definitely be watching that. I'll definitely pay for it too. I pay for things that I actually enjoy and love, even if it's not going to be that good. I love Dr. Disaster, so I will give him my money. I don't do that for a lot of people, especially corporations. Dr. Disaster is not a corporation. He's a guy doing cool things that I like.
We can't just complain about the state of our culture, we have
True.
to create alternatives.
Yep.
So, if you want to support that sort of thing, consider a channel membership for as little as $5 per month.
Hey, you can be a member of my channel for this. I'm doing the same thing over here. I'm not posting anything to my members only, but if you want to become a member, I'm not going to stop you.
Anyways, let's talk about this MindsEye situation. I am beginning to suspect that PlayStation is fixing to do something fairly drastic.
It really sucks too.
Because when a $60 game is acting as buggy and broken as MindsEye,
Because it really seems like it would be a cross between Cyberpunk and GTA. What a shame. What a shame.
that is a stain on their reputation as well, even though they didn't make it themselves. The difference is between MindsEye and Cyberpunk 2077 is the fact that CD Projekt Red is a well-established studio with lots of success in its past, and MindsEye comes from a new studio called Build a Rocket Boy. Therefore, when
That's a terrible name. That is not a catchy name at all.
Cyberpunk was delisted on PlayStation, CD Projekt was able to regroup and get their game fixed, and based on the strength of their brand, they were able to survive their horrible launch, and people gave them another chance. Build a Rocket Boy.
And everybody forgot about that whole situation, and they were like, Witcher 4 is gonna be amazing! 10 out of 10 game, it hasn't even come out yet. I already know it's gonna be a disaster. Bugs, server issues, probably some wokeism.
Obviously doesn't have that at all. It wouldn't shock me if PlayStation delists this game, and if it is delisted, it wouldn't shock me if we never see it on that platform again, similar to the Concord situation from last fall.
I wish they would just advertise, like, they have all these pop-ups everywhere, you know? Just be like, we're making a MindsEye $5 because it's bad. Do you want to still buy it? I wish they'd do things like that instead of just outright removing it and nobody can play it at all.
It is so serious that the developers revealed a roadmap for fixing MindsEye's issues, as you can see from this article here.
Oh boy, it's not gonna be enough. They're already fucked. They're done for.
I don't think it's going to save them, mind you,
Nope.
because at this stage, I doubt that they have the resources or the expertise to fix things
They don't.
properly. But let's
Or else, if they did, they would have made a good game in the first place.
read some of this from Insider Gaming. It says here, in response to the game-breaking bugs and performance issues, Build a Rocket Boy revealed a roadmap for MindsEye that includes
MindsEye is also a terrible name for a game.
2 more updates coming before the end of June. Players feared the worst when Build a Rocket Boy didn't give MindsEye review copies.
That's usually a pretty bad sign. All the way back since Sonic 06. If you don't send out review copies, we immediately assume, what's wrong with your game? By the way, Cyberpunk did the same thing, didn't they? Where they wouldn't send out review copies. And they did send out a few review copies, but it was like a different version of the game.
Early to publications, and those fears turned out to be true. Bugs and performance issues plagued launch day, causing the devs to cancel sponsored streams.
Yeah, that tends to be how this goes down. Unless you're Nintendo. Nintendo can get away with it. But any other game company, you're not getting away with it. What's wrong with your game? When you don't send out review copies. That's what gets said.
And PlayStation issued refunds. Build a Rocket Boy apologized for the performance challenges and announced a hot fix that fixes some of the issues.
If you were actually sorry, you wouldn't have put out the game when you did. Oh shit, the game's broken. It's supposed to launch right now. How about we just launch it and then apologize and then we fix it? Instead of just waiting and fixing it, apologizing, then launching it. We're gonna send out a broken product. And we might not even fix it anyway. That's why they're doing it, because they might not fix it. They don't really know.
And is scheduled to be released by the end of the week. The devs aren't done there, as 2 more updates are coming before the end of the month. Well,
Too little too late, man. I'm tired of these fucking game companies releasing shit games, unfinished games, broken, buggy games, and then they're like, oh, well, we'll have it fixed by the end of the week, end of the month, end of the year, 2 years later. Sometimes it works out, and I'm glad that it does, but I'm really fucking tired of just games releasing like this. I don't want to wait 2 years for your game to be good enough for me to buy it. No Man's Sky, even though it's one of my favorite games right now.
that's great and all, but these guys have lost gamer trust. Why, at this point, would anyone give this game another chance?
It may have worked out in like 2019, but we've seen this too many times. We've been burned too many times.
After all, the developers clearly knew that the game was broken. Why else would they not give copies out to reviewers? But they pushed it out for sale anyhow. And remember, this game is the only experience that we have with this studio, and the reputation that they will earn from this is a slime that will stick to them forever and will not go anywhere. As I showed you before, the impression was pretty damn bad over on Steam.
Okay, well, see, I get that, but I won't judge a game studio by their first game. I never do. Sometimes I do if it's like a banger. I usually judge a game studio by their second and third games. Because if they're just as bad as the first game, then they're not ever getting out of it. Dead company.
And it ain't looking any better on Metacritic. MindsEye currently has a 3 out of 10 rating on that site with no critic review scores, only review scores from regular users, because not enough game journalists have reviewed the game in order to give it a score. And this is one of those rare instances where I actually agree with the game journalists. It probably isn't even worth it to review this game with as broken as it is. But some gamers have reviewed it, as I said. Let's look at what a few of them had to say. This guy here gave it a 0 out of 10. Absolute terrible game, incredibly bad performance, lackluster gameplay, and world/level design, biggest waste of 60 euros. This person also scored it a 0 out of 10, writing completely broken and a waste of gaming space.
I thought it was really fun to watch Moist Critical Charlie playing it. That's what I love about MindsEye. If nothing else, I'm glad at least he played it, and we have that Let's Play up for all to watch, for us to not forget that this game existed once Sony takes it down.
Ridiculous. They should issue refunds to all. And then this one gave it a 1 out of 10, so at least that's something. He said, "Dude, this can't be real. This game is made from an AI. Do not waste your time with this."
I think a lot of game companies are doing this, and people are like, well, it doesn't look like it's generating stuff using AI. Not what I'm talking about. They generate assets with AI, and then you got hard assets. It's not like the game is generating the asset as you're looking at it. No, they generated the asset with AI, and then they plugged it into the game. They don't have AI running in their games like how we think of AI nowadays. They got AI for like NPCs and stuff, but that's different. That's a different kind of AI.
Only a couple of critics have scored the game on the Metacritic site thus far. Gaming Bolt is one of them. They gave it a 50 out of 100 and wrote, "MindsEye is an excellent example of style over substance, a game that falls apart the moment you start playing. You get the picture. At least with Cyberpunk. When that game released and it was broken, people could see that underneath all the bugs and problems, there was a fun game that people would want to play. But MindsEye looks like garbage, and the cluelessness that it took to believe that these issues wouldn't happen, that people wouldn't get refunds, and the deviousness revealed by the studio's hope that they could get by with scamming people out of a lot of money for a broken product. I don't think there is any recovery for them now, but I'm gonna leave it there."
Yeah, they're probably gonna have to split up. They're probably not gonna be around much longer. What was that company called? Build a Rocket Boy? Terrible name. Rebrand, at least. Just rebrand. And use everything that you learned from making MindsEye to make your next game. Not that. Do something simple. Make like an indie retro game. Something like Stardew Valley. Not even on the scale of Stardew Valley. Make something on the scale of Stardew Valley 1.0. Which I want to go back and play that now that I'm thinking about it. Stardew Valley now is way different than when it came out. And I kind of want to play the original Stardew Valley to see what it was like. That has nothing to do with this game. Fuck this game. I ain't playing it. I didn't even finish watching Charlie play it. MindsEye, dead game. Build a Rocket Boy. Dead company. We probably won't be hearing about them anymore except for the fact that Sony's going to shut them down. They're going to shut down their game and just like refund everybody, delist it. And that's probably all we're going to hear about it. If we even hear about that, maybe everybody will forget. That's all I got for this video. Buy a t-shirt in the description. I'm out.